In this video, I'll give you a worksheet that takes you through a deep self-discovery journey. You can use it to begin building self-worth concretely in your body, in your nervous system, in your life. Imagine this. You finally get what you wanted and suddenly your body starts collapsing. You become visible and suddenly feel exhausted, receive appreciation and immediately deflected. Most people think this is low self-worth. I see self-worth as a nervous system state. Your nervous system may not yet feel safe holding expansion. This changes the entire conversation around self-worth. You can think about self-worth as mindset, beliefs, how confident you are, but those things are difficult to access directly. You can't directly feel your beliefs. Then you have to be really conscious. You can't directly touch your self-worth, but you can notice your body. You can notice tightening, bracing, rushing, over-explaining, over-adapting, people-pleasing, collapsing. And the moment you recognize self-worth as physical, you can work with it in real time, because now you have direct access to the pattern. We don't sabotage good things consciously. Our nervous system does. Your conscious mind can want expansion while your nervous system is preparing for danger. And when those two things conflict, the body usually wins. This is why people pull away after success, shrink after visibility, disconnect in healthy relationships, procrastinate on meaningful work, not because they don't want those things, but because the body does not feel safe holding them. And this can show up in incredibly ordinary moments. You are getting your kids ready in the morning and your whole body is rushing. You are brushing your teeth and your nervous system already feels under pressure and bracing. You are making dinner or cleaning and your body acts like something dangerous is happening. You receive appreciation and deflect it. You become visible and suddenly feel exhausted. The important question is not, how do I stop reacting like this? The important question is, what is my body preparing for? That question alone can change your life, because the body is almost always preparing for something. Criticism, rejection, pressure, conflict, disconnection, loss of love. Most nervous systems are not reacting to the present moment. They are reacting to anticipated danger or to some experience they had in the past or even in early childhood. For some people, the system prepares for judgment, failure, being misunderstood. And after enough repetition, the body starts preparing automatically for those things. So even safe moments begin to feel unsafe. Rest feels unsafe, slowing down feels unsafe, success, visibility, expansion may feel unsafe, or often does. And this is why you can deeply want something and still struggle to receive it, to allow it. Because the nervous system is not asking, do I want this? It is asking, is this survivable? You don't rise into what you want. You rise into what your nervous system can safely hold. And if expansion feels dangerous, your body will unconsciously shrink your life back down. Not because you are weak, because your system is trying to protect you. If you are new here, my work focuses on nervous system capacity, identity stabilization, and sustainable expansion. Not how to constantly improve yourself, but how to build the internal structure that allows your life to actually get bigger without your system pulling you back. If I had to rebuild self-worth from the beginning, this is exactly where I would start with this Self-Worth Stabilization Framework. Not by forcing confidence, but by observing where the nervous system leaves itself. let me give you a simple 4-week journey to begin in your own life. You can grab those sheets through a link in the description below. The sheets are free. Feel free to download them, but let me know in the comments when you do. Right, started or got them. I would really love to know who is stepping into this work. And as you go through the journey, through the work, I would truly love to hear what you start noticing about yourself. And if you have any questions, I will answer those under this video. So the first week is very simple. You start observing when your body prepares for danger. Notice moments where you tighten, rush, become perfectionistic, overexplain, people please, shut down, or lose spaciousness. And every time you notice it, ask yourself, what am I preparing myself for? That question is incredibly revealing, because then you will suddenly realize, I'm preparing for criticism, for loss of love, for rejection, for failure. And most people have absolutely no idea. Their body has been rehearsing protection all day. And therefore, you attract that. You are unconsciously making it happen. For me, it was always around my evenings. Evenings were in general unsafe, left over from my childhood. I started bracing just before twilight. And not only bracing, but I actually started freezing. I would not take the vacuum cleaner or do something active like clearing the counter when it was after twilight. I just put the TV on, went into a cave state. Because life was so unsafe. I found tons of bracing while brushing my teeth and also around getting my kids ready to go outside and getting them ready for daycare. The second week is about noticing what feels unsafe to receive or embody. Track moments where you receive attention, appreciation, compliments, where you succeed, become visible, rest even, when you give yourself permission to rest, give yourself permission to slow down, when you speak honestly, or when you take up space. And then ask, what felt unsafe in this moment? Because you may believe that you want expansion until expansion actually arrives. Then the body contracts. The nervous system asks, is this safe? Not, do I want this? And those are the two completely different questions. So the third week is about noticing when you disconnect from yourself. Track moments where you override yourself, perform, shrink, rush, numb yourself with chocolate, with chips, with sugar, TV, computer games, cigarettes, alcohol, abandoning your needs, your actual needs, or disconnect from what you actually feel. So when you have tracked those moments, then ask yourself, what was I feeling right before I left myself? Because usually there was a sensation, an emotion, or vulnerability your system did not know how to stay with. And this is where the real work begins. Not fixing yourself, not controlling yourself, not forcing or optimizing, but practicing non-abandonment, active spaciousness. So instead of immediately reacting, stay, breathe, soften your body. And you can only soften your body when you actually feel, you become aware about where you are bracing. Often it's in the jaws, in the bottom, in the shoulders. So reduce urgency, slow down internally, allow the sensation, practice not collapsing. This is in overall what I call active spaciousness. Teach your system, I can stay here without abandoning myself. And then ask, can I stay with myself for 10 more seconds? This is capacity building. And there is a week 4. How do I stabilize and come back? So that is nervous system training for expansion. And over time, your system slowly learns, I do not need to leave myself to survive this moment. While doing this work, deeper questions begin to appear. What feels too much to receive? What happens in my body when I am appreciated? What version of me feels unsafe to become? Now we are going into shadow work, and those questions reveal the deeper architecture of self-worth. I don't think that real self-worth is convincing yourself that you are valuable, that you have value. Real self-worth is building a nervous system that can remain connected to itself inside love, visibility, expansion, success, rest, honesty. Because when your body no longer experiences those things as dangerous or unsafe, your life starts changing naturally and you stop shrinking inside it. And that changes everything. If you want to rebuild self-worth, start by observing where your system leaves itself. Not with judgment, just with awareness. I'll see you in the next video.